A lot can be said about a home by the way it feels in December. With only a few weeks left before Christmas, what can you do quickly to transform your home's message? This isn't about holiday decor. It's about crafting a winter environment. As we enter the season's peak, you'll notice some homes feel rushed, loud, and overly decorated. Others feel distant without consideration, completely unmoved by the season. But a gentleman's home, it delivers the weight of winter. The mood, the scent, the texture and ritual, a display of calm bearing. So what changes can be made in a single day or two that will bring our homes up to this level? Today I'm going to show you how exactly to build that atmosphere when time is running low. If you're a returning subscriber, hit the thumbs up. If you are new here, hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be a subscriber. Remember that if you would like our help in designing your room, you can have that help by clicking the link in the description below. When winter arrives, the first thing to consider adjusting is texture and tone. Nothing does this faster than a proper throw blanket. You're looking for weight and natural fibers, wool, heavy cotton, cashmere blends, or alpaca. Eye-catching, yet comfortable to the touch. Once you've established texture, the next shift is tone. Common, basic colors of the season are green, red, gold, silver, and white. You see them everywhere. But then there are intriguing tones, the ones that will grip the attention of you and your guests. Pine green, oxen blood, espresso brown, camel, or variants of navy. These will portray much more character and prevent that one-dimensional look. Seek to find heritage-driven patterns, subtle herringbone, window pane plaid, fisherman's knit, or heathered solids. When you focus on detail like this in your selections, you separate yourself from anything that veers into the cheap or overly festive. Traditional placements of your throws are going to work well. Draped over the arm of a leather chair, folded cleanly on your coffee table's lower shelf, layered across the back of a sofa, or placed at the front of your bed for that wintering effect. The throws have provided weight. Now we need structure. We'll do this through accent pillows. Keep the winter palettes, olive, wine red, deep sea, charcoal, saddle brown. Then look for tartan pattern, welted edges, restrained geometrics, leather lumbers, or those with buckle accents. Your throw and pillow colors do not need to be exact matches. They just need to speak the same seasonal language. Here are three combinations that create a well-mannered vignette. The first is a pine green herringbone throw paired with an olive tartan pillow. Both live in the green family, but at different depths. It's rich, heritage-based, and it's seasonal. The second is an oxen blood heathered throw paired with a saddle brown leather pillow. Deep red for warmth, saddle leather for masculinity. A welcomed contrast during the winter solstice. And lastly, we have a navy fisherman's knit throw paired with a deep sea blue pillow. The knit is a comfortable texture. The deeper blue adds prominence. Let's move on to scent. Holiday candles often go wrong because they're excessively sweet, at best handled in small doses. A gentleman's home does well with more rugged scents of nature. Wood, smoke, spice, earth. These are the notes that make a home feel natural rather than perfumed. Here are a few candles that will deliver. Balsam and cedar. This is good for steady winter backdrop. Cedar wood and tobacco, perfect for studies or leather-heavy corners. Tobacco and amber. This will remind you of a library at night. It pairs well with darker woods in the room. Fresh cut pine. If you have a Christmas tree in your home, this will amplify its presence. If you don't, it will make you feel as though you do. Whiskey and smoked wood. Subtle smoke goes well with a bar cart. Leather and tobacco, a very den-like reading room atmosphere. Tobacco and vanilla with a crackling wick. The sound creates the illusion of a fireplace. The scent creates the mood of being near one. You can use a rotation of 2 or 3 of these candles in a room. For example, using a pine forward candle during the day for freshness and a tobacco wood candle in the evening for warmth. If you have a designated bar or a reading area off to the side, a whiskey smoke candle is a nice addition. You're not burning all of these at once and turning your home into a Bath and Body Works store. You're choosing the right one for the moment. Let's move our focus from atmosphere to ritual. Christmas and the holiday time is a season of ritual. A beverage display will be made of great use. Keep it simple. This gives guests a subtle option to partake without dropping them into the Speyside region of Scotland. Your foundation can be a tray made of aged brass, dark walnut, or tarnished silver. A black marble slab is also worth considering. Set the scene with 1 or 2 winter-leaning whiskeys, a couple crystal glasses, a match striker and candle, whiskey smoke like we mentioned before, a stainless steel or brass bar spoon, and a small branch of cedar tucked subtly. The wine setup is fun. It's what you might expect from a discerning traveling merchant. A single bottle in a leather tote, a heavy decanter for Cabernet or Merlot, linen napkins in winter tones, and a wood-handled corkscrew. Hospitality without fuss. Somewhere near your wine or whiskey setup, include a small bowl. It could be matte black, brass, or stoneware in finish. You could also use a dark wood cigar tray. This is where we will display or offer sweets to be paired with our drinks. Think of these not as desserts, but as extensions of the drink. For whiskey, choose things that echo its notes: dark chocolate, chocolate-covered espresso beans, salted caramel truffles, smoked or cocoa-dusted almonds. For wine, dark chocolate with sea salt, chocolate-dipped orange peels, chocolate-covered black cherries, or salted pistachios. These aren't just standalone treats. They're accompaniments. They elevate the drinks. Greenery plays a vital role during Christmas. Have you ever wondered why? Why the Christmas tree? How did we decide that? Why the infatuation with the berry branches? To understand why greenery matters, you have to understand where the tradition began. Before Christmas existed, people across Northern Europe used evergreen branches during the darkest months. Evergreens didn't die in winter. They symbolized life and endurance, a promise that spring would return. In the 1500s, German Christians started bringing entire fir trees indoors, decorating with apples to symbolize Eden, candles to symbolize the light of Christ, nuts and gingerbread as symbols of warmth and future growth. In 1848, Queen Victoria and Prince Albert changed the way the world would celebrate Christmas forever. Prince Albert was German. An illustration of the British royal family gathered around a decorated Christmas tree was published in the London Illustrated News. Their power of influence led to all of Britain, then Europe, and eventually America adopting the tradition. So when you bring greenery into your home, you're participating in a centuries-old symbol of endurance and renewal. If your goal is a home of heritage and tradition, don't skip your botanicals. Here is your list: cedar, Douglas fir, eucalyptus, olive branches, natural pine cones, and magnolia leaves. Placements could be a tall vase by the entry, a small arrangement on your coffee table tray, an understated garland across the mantel, a magnolia and cedar arrangement on the dining table, or a low bowl of fir and pine cones on a sideboard. Avoid anything sparkly, glittery, or ribbon-covered. Quiet strength is our aim. Many people have seasonal decor displayed in the home for a month or so. After that time passes, it's packed away into storage or a garage. This decor is so theme-based and holiday-forward, it doesn't look right during any other time of the year. Our goal is to have pieces that can work all year, whose personalities deepen during winter. We're talking bronze and brass animal sculptures, busts of historical figures, Roman emperors or Greek philosophers, aged brass candle holders, carved wooden boxes, antique bells, or leather-bound books stacked horizontally. One of the most overlooked elements in winter styling is how books are placed. Why horizontal? It adds weight, acts as a platform for candles and greenery, and has the unique ability to transform the corner of a room into a winter study. Marble obelisks can work very well in this environment. They add verticality, remain simple, and contrast beautifully with cedar, leather, metals, and candlelight. Finally, try some heavy classical bookends. What do I mean by classical? Things like Corinthians, lion heads, horse heads, or antique globes. If you have an eye for detail and you want to emphasize how your room is experienced, seasonal books are an excellent addition. A gentleman's Christmas home isn't complete without a few classic titles displayed. Here are a few. A Christmas Carol, filled with Victorian imagery and winter morality. The Nutcracker and the Mouse King, rooted in old-world European winter charm. Letters from Father Christmas, Tolkien's winter mythology and quiet wonder. Old Christmas from Washington Irving, a romantic account of early English winter traditions through an American lens. And then there are winter travel books, much like coffee table books. I picked out two of them, The Alps 1900 and Unseen Scotland. They bring a sense of landscape and adventure into the room, and they're fun to look through. A gentleman's Christmas home isn't solely decoration. It's the creation of atmosphere and mood, one of culture and meaning. The weight of winter fabrics, the scent of cedar and tobacco, the sound of a crackling wick, the faint presence of books, brass, and greenery. December will never be just another month. It will be a privilege. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. If you feel like sticking around a while, feel free to subscribe. See you on the next one.